evidence. They don't decide what counsel writes on a board. So redo it, please, Mr. Turnout. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. You left the door ajar.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's correct, sir.
And you asked Dr. Murray what happened.
Correct.
And Dr. Murray told you he had a bad reaction.
He had a reaction. He had a bad reaction.
Would it be fair to say that you're standing there at the door, you were frozen?
No, sir, it's not fair. As he said that, I was already at the bottom of the bed, sir.
You recall testifying to these facts at the preliminary hearing?
I don't recall my exact same words, but I recall saying that.
Would it help you to review the transcript?
Sure.
Can I approach the witness?
You may. Advise opposing counsel where you're going, please. Thank you.
Let me show you the transcript of the preliminary hearing, page 271, directing you down to line 22. This is your testimony. You want to read that and see if it refreshes your recollection?
Till where, please?
Read from, best to read from line 20 down to line 25, please.
20 to 25?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
To yourself, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The partial answer stricken.
Okay.
All right. So Dr. Murray said he had a bad reaction.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And you were frozen.
Correct.
Why don't you keep that for a second, Mr. Alvarez?
Sure.
You looked around the room for a while at that point, didn't you?
I glanced, sir.
You glanced around the room for a while. It was a surreal scene, wasn't it?
It was something I wasn't used to, sir.
Like it wasn't happening.
It was something I wasn't used to, sir.
All right. Now, during the period of time that you were out of the room, Mr. Alvarez, you did not call 911. Is that correct?
No, sir. My focus was on ushering the kids out of the room, sir.
Did you communicate to Dr. Murray that you had not yet called 911?
I did not, sir.
There was no discussion about that?
No, sir.
All right. You didn't see Dr. Murray while you were out of the room?
Like I said, I did not go out of the room, sir, but I wasn't facing Dr. Murray when I was ushering the kids out.
When you were in the foyer, Mr. Alvarez, did you see Dr. Murray?
No, sir. Only till I turned back to the situation.
Only when you got back in the room. Is that right?
Yes, sir, when I started approaching the room.
So by the time you got back in the room, you still hadn't called 911, correct?
I did not, sir.
All right. You then, at that point, I believe your testimony was you walked over, at some point walked over to the foot of the bed.
I turned back to the situation, sir, and as I was approaching the scene, I asked Dr. Conrad Murray what had happened.
All right. But you walked over to the foot of the bed, right?
Correct.
And then you asked him what was happening then?
I asked him while I was approaching. Yes, I said, what happened?
And it was at this point when you walked over to the foot of the bed that Dr. Murray supposedly said, I have some vials.
He did not say that, sir. He reached over towards that little table that was next to Mr. Jackson's bed, and he grabbed a handful of those and he reached out to me, and he says, "Here, put these in a bag."
And you had to walk over to where he was, right?
I did not walk over to nowhere, sir. Dr. Conrad Murray reached
I
out.
believe your testimony was, at that time, you were at the foot of the bed. Is that right?
That is correct.
And if I recall what your testimony was, looking at People's Exhibit 22, you said that you're approximately here at the foot of the bed, about the center of the bed.
I said I was closer to the left.
Okay, and there was a chair over here on this side of the bed,
That is correct, sir.
and you went from the foot of the bed to get a bag on that chair.
Yes, sir. Turned away. I turned to my right, and the bag was at about a foot away or less than that. Not too far.
And then you went over to the other side of the bed, is what your testimony
No,
was.
sir.
No.
I said I turned to my right, grabbed the bag, and then as I'm standing at the foot of the bed, Dr. Conrad Murray reached out and handed me those vials, or put the vials and put them in the bag, sir.
All right, so you didn't move at all.
To get the bag and then back to my position. That's right.
So Dr. Murray reached over this bed to hand you these vials.
That is
Your
correct, sir.
testimony.
Yes, he reached out his hand.
I see. And I guess he reached over Michael Jackson to do that.
I don't recall, sir, but I remember him reaching out towards me.
And you're sure that you were just standing here basically to the left side of the center of this bed?
That is correct, sir.
I see. And any particular? Did you hold out the bag at that time? Mr.
Yes,
Alvarez?
that is correct. I held it out, open. I was holding it by both handles, and Dr. Murray reached into the bag and dropped the vials.
Arms extended out front.
That is correct.
So you walked to foot of bed.
Objection, misstates the testimony.
Sustained.
How did you get to the foot of the bed?
Objection, counsel's writing, walk to foot of bed, that misstates the testimony.
Mr. Alvarez, you read?
Again,
Yeah.
the writing of counsel is not evidence in this case.
That's
So I'm sustaining the objection. Mr. Chernoff, thank you.
Thank you. You said that you were just inside the door at first. Is that right?
Objection vague.
Did you?
Wait. I'm sorry, what?
Objection vague as to time.
Sustained. Yes, please.
Okay. Second time you walked in the door into that room, you walked inside that room through the door, did you not?
I didn't walk in through the door. I was inside the room. I walked up towards the door, but I didn't exit the room, sir.
All right, let's go back, Mr. Alvarez.
Okay.
In order to escort the children. Okay, yes, sorry about that.
The easel is correct. Thank you.
Well, let me redo this then, Judge, and make it easier.
Could we move the easel as well, please? Because it's obscuring the juror's view of the evidence. Chernoff, if you want to break a few minutes early, that's fine too. You just
Well,
let
I'm going to have to redo all this now.
I'm sorry?
Yes, that'd be better, Judge.
Want to do that? Mr. Walker, all right?
That's fine, man.
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, you deserve the luncheon break at this time. Please follow to the letter all of the written admonishments you've received, as well as all of the verbal orders as well. Please enjoy your lunch. We will see everyone back at 1:30 p.m. this afternoon. So you can just go into the jury room for a few moments, and then you'll have your lunch. Thank you. Watch your step, please.